Hi everyone. So today we are going to start with module 3 of your syllabus, Cephalochordata. Okay, so Subphylum Cephalochordata, you're supposed to study the type species Branchiostoma, the morphology, anatomical features, and digestive system in detail with respect to Branchiostoma, and the primitive, degenerate, and specialized features of Subphylum Cephalochordata. Okay, Subphylum Cephalochordata. So, at the outset, we will learn what are the general characters of Subphylum Cephalochordata, and then we will move on to learn the type species Branchiostoma in detail. Okay, so where do the name come from? Actually, the name of the Subphylum Cephalochordata, it comes from two Greek terms, cephale and chorde, okay, which means head and chord. And this is actually derived from the fact that the notochord extends forward inside the rostrum, even beyond the so-called brain. Okay, so it extends till the tip of the head, anterior part. So that is why it is referred as it got its name, cephalochordata. Okay, and this particular character it is found in no other members in the chordates. And cephalochordates, as they doesn't possess any skull, they lack a skull. They are referred as ecrania, that is absence of skull. Okay, and these the members of the subphylum Cephalochordata. They are all small, completely marine, and superficially they look like fishes, fish-like chordates. They are fish-like chordates. Okay, and they are of special importance because they possess the three fundamental chordate characters like notochord, dorsal tubular nerve cord, and pharyngeal gill slits, and that too present throughout their life. Okay, so all the three fundamental characters are present throughout their life in the larva as well as in the adult stage. And they also possess a simple primitive chordate condition and are considered as a organism which possesses a complete characters of phylum Chordata. Okay, it can be considered as a blueprint of the phylum Chordata. Now, the most important feature is that uh, it includes only one what we call the subphylum Cephalochordata includes only a single class which is referred as Leptochordae. We'll learn it in the next class in the next slide. Okay. Now, what are the general features? So, as said, Cephalochordata includes completely marine individuals, and usually they are distributed in shallow waters and widely distributed throughout except in the polar regions, and they are mostly sedentary and usually buried with only the anterior body part or body end projecting above the bottom sand. Okay, so they make burrows and they remain inside with only the anterior end along with the rostrum projecting out of the bottom sand. And regarding the body features, they, as said, it is a fish-like chordates, so they are long fish-like and usually extending to like 5 to 8 centimeter long. And they are segmented and transparent. They are metameric and transparent. The body is transparent. The body is divided into trunk and tail, even though a very distinct head is completely lacking. Then locomotion is brought about with the help of median fin. It's not paired, they're median fin, and paired appendages are completely lacking in the case of all the cephalochordates. Okay. As said, notochord is persistent, it is found throughout their life. It extends from rostrum, that is the tip of the anterior part of the body, till the tail, and hence it gets the name Cephalochordata, isn't it? Now, no exoskeleton is found, and the muscles, as said, it is since it is metamerically segmented, and muscles are segmented in myotomes. It is segmentally arranged. Then notochord, it is we saw it is persistent, it extends, and hence it is getting the name. Then regarding the different organ systems, digestive system, the alimentary canal, it is complete, and the pharynx is large, perforated by gill slits opening into atrium, just as we have found in the case of urochordate, and they are filter feeders, just like as we have seen in the case of what you call the acidia. Then respiration, it is brought about through general body surface. They don't have any special organs for respiration. Then circulatory system, it is well developed and closed, but lack a heart and respiratory pigment. In cephalochordates, you can see that hepatic portal system, it is well developed. Then excretion, it is brought about by protonephridia, and with respect to the nerve cord, it is dorsal, tubular, uh, but without ganglia and brain. Uh, so it is tubular nerve cord. It is typical of the chordates. So they do possess the dorsal tubular nerve cord. Okay. Then sexes are separate, unlike urochordates, which were hermaphroditic. Here sexes are separate, and this fertilization is external. Uh, Purely sexual reproduction is found, and the development is indirect, which includes a free swimming larva, and you can see. So this is the one example, Branchiostoma. It is commonly known as landslits, the cephalochordates. The landslit, the name has actually been given because of its appearance. Actually, they have like lance, like a little blade, like it have a very sharp ends at both the like ends. You can see the anterior and the posterior tip both are sharp ended, and hence the name comes lancelets or lancet. Okay, and even the species, one of the genus which is included in the cephalochordata, its name is Amphioxus, and the name comes amphi means double, and oxys means sharp. So it is sharp at both the ends. That is it, pointed. Okay, so it refers to both ends of the body which are sharp, pointed, and lance-like, needle-like. Okay, so that is how they get the name, right? So this is one example. You can see the body is almost transparent, and the mouth is surrounded by ciliary structures. As we'll be learning it in detail later. So that also helps in filter feeding. You can see the gill slits, the pharynx, which is very elaborate with what you call the large gill slits present. Alimentary canal is well developed, and muscles, you can see it is arranged in myotomes. It is segmented. Even in the image also, you can find that muscles being placed segmentally. Okay, very transparent organism, fish-like structure, and sharp at both ends. Okay, right. So we'll just start with the branchiostoma. So actually, this what you call cephalochordata, the studies were conducted early in 1700s, and this cephalochordate, well studied genus, it is Branchiostoma. It is otherwise referred as Amphioxus by many scientists. They commonly called as lancelets or lancet, and this was first described by German scientist Pallas in 1778. And what his study actually, he named it as Limax lanceolatus, and he included it under mollusca. Okay, but in almost like in 1830s, it was the Italian scientist Costa who recognized its chordate nature and actually pulled it out from the like non-chordate group mollusca. And later, it was described as Branchiostoma lanceolatum. And in 1936, it was named as Amphioxus lanceolatus. But because of principle of priority, Branchiostoma is the accepted nomenclature. Okay, so this Branchiostoma, the systematic position, it comes under phylum Chordata, group Ecrania, subphylum Cephalochordata, class Leptocardi. Actually, Cephalochordata includes only a single class, that is Leptocardi, and a single family, Branchiostomidae. Okay, and here we will be learning on the genus Branchiostoma. It is otherwise named as Amphioxus. Um, Actually, Branchiostomidae, the family, it includes only two genera, Branchiostoma and Azimetron. Okay, a total of 15 species recognized. And here you can we will be learning about the Branchiostoma or the Amphioxus. Okay, so this is the organism. You can see the image in the field as well as in the. So here you can see the anterior part of the organism, Branchiostoma, and here you can uh, see that the trunk, the anterior part of the trunk region. Actually, the body is divided into two regions: the anterior part, the trunk, and a very small posternal region, which is referred as a tail. Okay, the anterior end of the trunk, it projects in front as a snout or as a pointed rostrum. You can see the part labeled as rostrum, right? You can also see notochord. Notochord extends till the tip of the rostrum, and likewise it extends throughout the body and reach till the tail portion, right? And the region which is labeled as buccal cirri is actually like long finger-like structure, hair-like structure around, which is like placed around the mouth region. Okay, it is actually the oral hood, or the part which is enclosed by buccal cirri is actually the wheel organ. We'll be looking at it in detail later. Right. The part which is labeled as myotome, actually the myotome is the muscle bands, you can say. Okay, the muscles in bands, it is serially arranged from the anterior part of the trunk till the tail region. Okay, and you can see it is arranged in a what you call a V shape, where the pointed end points towards the rostrum. Okay, all along the dorsal part of the body, and along the dorsal line you can see the dorsal fin ray boxes, which actually form the part of the dorsal, I mean the median fin on the dorsal side. So these are the structures which you can find in the anterior part of the branchiostoma, the body of the branchiostoma. Right. So this is how the posture will be. That is, they will remain inside the burrow, and only the anterior portion with the like mouth extends out of the what you call the burrow. Okay. Branchiostoma is a completely marine animal. It is found in the shallow waters, preferably salt water, on the sandy coast. Okay, since it is very easy for their burial, like for their what you call life in the burrows, so it is preferably sandy shores. They are usually found. Okay, now it is usually found buried in sand in this position, that is in an upright position, with only the anterior end protruding above the sand. But at night, what happens is it comes out. It comes out of the sand and swims actively by lateral undulating movements of its body, which is made possible with the help of the muscles. It swims vertically in water, uh, and when disturbed, it jumps out of its burrow, um, swims a short distance, dives back into sand, keeping head downwards, makes a U-turn inside so that the anterior end comes out and comes out again above the sand. Okay, so Branchiostoma, it is a acid, it is a marine animal, and this is the upright position in which it is found in the burrows they make in the sandy coastal regions, and it keeps its mouth region, that is the anterior part of the head, along with the including the mouth region, outside the burrow, and this is the position which they maintain during the daytime. In the nighttime, they comes out, they actively swim, they feed, and then this is made possible with the help of the what do you call myotomes, or the muscles serially arranged. Okay, so these are the okay. This is here clear. You can see the rostrum. You can see the oral hood with tentacles. You can see the notochord, which extends till the tip of the rostrum, and the pharyngeal gill slits, very elaborate, very large pharyngeal region, and the pharyngeal wall is being provided with pharyngeal gill slits. And you can see the notochord extends above the alimentary canal from the rostrum until the tip of the tail. And just above that, just dorsal to that, you can find the dorsal tubular nerve cord, again extending from the head region till the tip of the tail. Then, apart from that, you can see the myomeres, which are arranged serially from the anterior to the posterior end. It is arranged serially, and all these structures are visible through the transparent body surface. Okay, so this is with respect to the branchiostoma. we introduced cephalochordata in this presentation. We introduced Branchiostoma, and we also saw that there is only one class and one family under Cephalochordata subphylum. Okay, in detail, the anatomical morphological features along with the systems of Branchiostoma and unique features of Branchiostoma as a chordate, we'll be learning it in the next presentation. Okay, thank you.